All right, welcome back to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. It is Monday, September 12th. I am a day late, but I want to wish my mother a happy late birthday, even though I got you on time. But because of air dates, her birthday was yesterday. Mother, I love you. Thank you for having me. You're a wonderful mom, and I love you very much. Without further ado, though, I have two great guests in the studio. One of them is new, one of them has been here before. But if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and who you're here with, and then we'll just go down the line.
Sure. I'm Angela Weaver with the Victoria Fine Arts Association, and we're here to talk about a couple events.
Outstanding. And you, my friend?
I'm David Faskas. I'm a financial planner with KMH Wealth Management and the president of the Victoria Fine Arts Association.
Outstanding. Well, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming the first time. We're excited to have you guys here. For those that maybe didn't catch last show or just now starting to come around to things, tell me a little bit about the Victoria Fine Arts Association, kind of your mission, what your goals are, and then if people want to join, can they, and how so?
Sure. David?
Yeah, come on in, David. Let's hear it, my brother. Let's hear it.
You bet, you bet. Yeah, so our mission in the Victoria Fine Arts Association is around bringing great events, great music, great art to Victoria. So we've been around 75 years, and that has looked a lot of different ways in the past 75 years. It's evolved recently to where we're bringing in musicians. We'll talk about the music walk. We're having concerts that we'll talk about as well. We're also bringing physical art, like we brought the crosswalks, which were just finished last weekend, so people can come and enjoy them at some of these events that we're putting on now. And we really emphasize as well collaboration with other nonprofits in town, other vendors in our community. So we try to collaborate with the Music Walk and the Film Festival, and when we can the Symphony or any other nonprofits. It's always been part of our mission, and that's looked through past events like Jam Fest where we've collaborated with, or past Jazz Fests, things like that.
Well, I think you guys do a phenomenal job on that, and I like seeing you all spread the umbrella even wider. And by joining forces with other nonprofits, you're able to spread that footprint out and affect more people, and I think that's awesome. And you guys do have two really cool events coming up. Let's get to the first one Saturday, because this one, the Music Walk, sounds a lot of fun. Talk to me about what a Music Walk is and what can we expect.
So talk about collaboration. This is a big collaboration thing because the film festival is that weekend and the art walk is that weekend. So we've had art walk in Victoria for more than 2 years now. So it's a lot of fun to have different local artists come and present their work downtown. And the music walk will kind of be an extension of that, adding the musical factor to the walk essentially downtown. So there are 9 venues that will be downtown that will have live music, and they're all local musicians. Some of them are singer-songwriters, just kind of a combination of all the music you can see in Victoria. We even have at the gazebo, there'll be high school students playing, and so a lot of fun for families to come out and listen. And it basically is just downtown art and music and film. Well, a weekend for the arts is what the city has dubbed
this
it.
is a packed weekend for sure. And so if I'm understanding this correctly, it's kind of like the downtown art walk that they did, but this one was with music. And so versus walking in and seeing a piece or something that an artist made, you get to hear their music and walk all over and hear these local artists all throughout downtown.
And so they're at the same time, most of the venues will have art and music. So
even better.
See art and listen to strings play, or you can see art and hear Spanish songs or Latin songs or jazz songs.
Well, what I think has been so neat is to have that assortment, and then everybody is kind of cross-networking with everybody else, and going back to that footprint spreading wider. That's one of the neat things that I've, being able to do this and meeting you guys and how you all are all working together. It's really neat because I look down your list here and I start seeing some of these names and I'm like, I know these, but not because I get to know them because of this show and because of people like you all and organizations like what you guys are doing and joining forces and really helping boost the local artist and giving them a voice. I think that's so neat because you'll help to get more artists out there, more musicians out there if they see that they have some place that they can show their work and people can hear it. I think it's so neat.
Great diversity in all of these artists that we have coming.
Oh yeah, I saw just a couple of them, and they're all over the place in a good way.
Christian rapper, like everything.
That's solid. I think it's so cool. So this is Saturday, September 17th. September 17th. Thank you. From 5 to 9 downtown. How do they do? Have to get tickets? How does that work?
It's all free.
Even better. Okay,
good. The film festival portion does have some paid.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can get on it, right? But the whole music walk is completely free.
Wonderful.
It's just a matter of walking around and looking and seeing what you can see.
And walking around and enjoying yourself. That's too.
Yeah. And I would ask if people are so inclined, take pictures, take videos, and tag us in those. We'd love to see what you come up with.
Are you guys rocking a hashtag for it or anything like that, or should do just I'm learning the social media stuff. I'm trying to get caught up on this in my older. You don't want me teaching you. That's why I'm asking.
No, we've had a few, but I would just tag the Victoria Fine Arts Association. That would be the most efficient way.
Gotcha. And I do want to loop around real quick and button a point you said earlier about the crosswalks. Good job on doing that. Josh, Free Art Victoria, did a phenomenal job. I've only gotten to see pictures. Like I'm waiting until I can walk it and see it all, because I don't want to shortcut that, because I know he really put his heart into this, and that Josh that does that, he's just a good, solid guy, and I thought it was, this wasn't covered by the taxpayers. This was covered by private donation, and what a cool way to beautify downtown and to add some flair and flavor. And I just think it's phenomenal. So good job on you guys,
Thank you.
Organizing that and making it happen. I'm talking too much, so let's skip over real fast to these. Did I get everything covered on the music walk first? Sorry, I stole all your time getting excited. But did I cover everything we need to hit on that one?
I think so.
We good on that one? All right. Then tell me about the 75th concert, October 1st, another Saturday. This one sounds pretty cool, 75th. So talk to me about it.
All right, I'd love to. We're excited about that. So this whole year, if you sense a theme, we're trying to go big. We're going big for our 75th year. We've looked at Golden Diamond Anniversary is what that is, whenever you're 75 years old. We're the oldest nonprofit in town, so we've been doing events every single month since August, and we're doing them all the way through to November. So we're very excited. Our biggest event is October 1st, this concert, and we're gonna have events and activities starting at 5:30 p.m. through to 9:30 p.m. We're gonna have the high school ballet folklorico group come and open up, and then we're gonna have an opener out of Austin, Cari Hutson. So we're excited about that, followed by Grupo Folklorico and an intermission doing a performance. And then finally our headlining act is Brownout. They're a great band out of Austin, Texas. They're a Latin funk band.
No, you said, man, there's no judgment here. You said about 5 words already that I would have butchered. So well done. Good job. And that's the worst you do? You're off to a solid start.
All right, I'll take it. But they're from Grupo Fantasma, which is a Grammy-winning band. Brownout's played with Prince. They've played at nationally renowned venues. They've won many awards. So we're excited to be hosting them for this event. And we're going to have activities for the family. We're going to have vendors there. The Symphony, we're excited, is bringing their musical petting zoo, which is always a big hit with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Art House is going to bring an activity. We're going to have several other vendors there, 360 photo booth, and others that I won't mention, but we're going to have it filled up with things to do, food trucks, and it's just going to be a great time to come out and enjoy with your family. Just bring your lawn chair, bring a blanket, come out and sit and enjoy. We do ask that patrons don't bring ice chests, just so that we can help the vendors that are there.
Absolutely. Where do people follow this on? Your Victoria website? Sorry, I screwed that all up. Your Facebook page, your website. Where's the best place to catch this information?
So we've got lots of posts on our Facebook page. I would direct people there first, the Victoria Fine Arts Association. Just go to our Facebook page, like it, follow. You can sign up that you're attending, and we'd love to see so we can track the number that are coming. It's, again, a totally free event, so we're trying to give back to the community that's given us so much for 75 years. So a lot of what we're doing this year is just totally free, open to the public. Just come and enjoy and celebrate with us.
I think that's phenomenal, and thank you guys for what you do. The people that do all this stuff realize the extra burden and work that you take on to try to give back to your community. And so for those of us that are, waiting around in this and see it, thank you. Because it gives us something to do, and everybody's always, there's nothing to do in Victoria. Well, there's a ton of stuff to do, and there's a ton of people working really hard to give us things to do. And so, did you have anything on here that you needed to hit before I let us go? Outstanding. Well, thank you guys so much. September 17th, this Saturday, the Music Walk downtown, 5 to 9, and then the 75th concert is October 1st, also a Saturday, 5:30 to 9:30, and they can find that at the victoriafinearts.org or the Victoria Fine Arts Facebook page. Did I get it?
You got it.
Outstanding. Guys, thank you so much. Let's take a quick word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that that says something about who Wallach and Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
Marketing today can be complex. Emails, customer relationship management, lead tracking, landing pages, and text messaging. But what if you could do it all with just one tool? And what if there was an agency behind the solution that could do it with you? Or better yet, do it for you? Introducing Thrive Fuel 360, the new do-it-for-you digital marketing solution. Drive leads, nurture prospects, automate follow-up, connect with your audience, and book appointments all in one place. Thrive Fuel 360.
All right, guys, we are back. You know her, you love her. She does an amazing job, Miss Michelle Hall. Normally, I ask people to introduce themselves, but I felt like with all you've been doing here lately and all that, like I owed it to you to introduce you because you had a great article come out not too long ago that
thanks.
a very well-earned one. And I just wanted, before we go any further, this is Michelle Hall with the Victoria Symphony Orchestra. And I'm a big fan of yours and all that you do, and I just want to thank you for always extending the, trying to find ways to incorporate us and be a part of things and letting us just help try to tell you all story and all that. And so I just want to say thank you. Like, you've been just phenomenal to work with. You've brought us some great musical guests. You've just been great. So I'll leave it at there. I just want to say thank you for all of your hard work for the community.
It is my pleasure. Thank you.
It's noted and appreciated. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, without further ado, and that huge grand build-up here, welcome. Glad to have you back. Let's talk. Where do you want to jump in at? Do you want to go to the opening night? You want to start with the Duck Safari, or you want to start with the big show? Which one? Where would you like to go?
Next week is a big week for the Symphony. We start the kickoff for our big fundraiser that we have in October, but it's also the kickoff of our 40-night season. So on Thursday night at Moonshine Drinkery,
that was
it's a
good.
hard word. I know. David did so good in this segment before, and I messed up Drinkery.
No,
so
but it was so cool though. I'd never heard that one. That was so cool.
Moonshine Drinkery, we're having our duck season kickoff. And so Duck Safari is where we release 10,000 ducks into Ethel Lee Tracy Park Pond, and they race to the finish, and people adopt ducks and have a chance to win $5,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we kick off the season with a party downtown at Moonshine Drinkery, and that's from 5:30 to 7:30 on
You almost got me a second
Thursday.
time.
And then the Symphony kicks off the season on Saturday, and people may not be aware that John Williams is celebrating his 90th birthday this year. And so there are orchestras across the country who are playing shows that are complete John Williams shows. And so we're one of them, and we're very excited because he's had such an impact on the music industry, on music in general, on film. He's probably the most well-known film composer of his generation and several. And so, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter,
you don't really
Star
realize
Wars.
how many of those movies that are part of your childhood, your growing up, all these different things that he was the music for. And it's a real just trip down memory lane.
And it's such an emotional impact. When you hear Indiana Jones themes, it makes you smile and action's going to happen. But when you listen to Schindler's List or Saving Private Ryan, it brings you to tears. And he did that. When you hear Jaws, you get a little nervous. And so we're really excited to have a whole program of John Williams music, and that's how we're kicking off our 49th season.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I would also recommend this, not only, of course, for the already lovers of these orchestras and stuff, but for new people that have not seen one. I would argue that this is a great beginner show if you've never gone to, because if you go to a full-blown orchestra performance, you may not know a vast majority of the music if that's not your scene and stuff.
Or themes.
Or I've heard a piece of that before.
Yes,
but
in this commercial.
Exactly. But John Williams, the music of John Williams is completely different. And it's one of those that somebody with, like myself, no culture, that's just trying to get into this, can walk right in and from start to finish just be engaged in the entire show and just, like you said, it's music tied to memories and stuff and feelings and all those, like Jurassic Park with the there's all these different feelings that come with movies and stuff, and I just think that this John Williams is the perfect show if you've never been to one.
Agreed.
Go to a John Williams show.
It's such a wonderful experience to have that live. you have the full orchestra, the music is washing over you, you have the collective experience of everyone in the room who's experiencing the same thing at the same time. At different levels, it means different things to different people, but you can see the enthusiasm and the energy that's created from walking in the door at the Fine Arts Center.
Yes,
and so
ma'am.
you're right, this is a great introduction to listening to a live orchestra.
And when you were so kind to help me go to a show up there, I was blown away at the quality and the level of performance that we had right here in Victoria. You know, I sat in the chair when I was watching the last one, and I was like, I felt this was special for our community, and I was blown away at the quality of musicians that we had. And
these are professionals. They've
yes,
been training for years and
I can't
years.
stress that enough.
Yes.
Like, it's not a little tiny backwoods local show. That this is real deal Symphony Orchestra,
It is.
and I was just. My son loved it. My wife loved it, and
Good.
so did the audience. I mean, everybody. It was just. It was a top quality show, and it was just really well produced and really well put together. And I don't know if that's the right term in you all's world, but
You did great. Yeah.
good. Well, it was done well, and I'm just so thankful to have that in the community, and I thank you guys for doing all this, because as we've talked about on previous shows, this is a lot of work that goes into these things, and you guys start months in advance, months and months and months, if not sometimes years in advance, to try to get these things done. And I just think you all nailed it on this one, and I think it's going to be a phenomenal show. Where can people find the information? Let's start with the Duck Safari, because it's first. Where can they find the information for the Duck Safari to sponsor ducks, to help you guys, to just donate, whatever
Well,
the
with
case may
the
be?
Duck Safari, it's a partnership that we have with other nonprofits.
Okay.
And so VictoriaDuckSafari.com or Facebook, you can find the Duck Safari. When you want to adopt a duck, you just go to the website and pick which nonprofit you would like the donation to go to, and that's how that works. And you can go to different locations as well to adopt ducks. All of the nonprofits will have adoption papers, and so they'll have all of that readily available. Or online, it's the quickest. I mean, let's be honest, most people do quick on their phone and take care of it.
Absolutely.
And so VictoriaDuckSafari.com is where you find that information. And the Symphony also has all of the information at VictoriaSymphony.com. And so you can get ticket information, concert information, education program information. All of that is found on our website. Or you can give us a call at 576-4500 or stop by and see us. We're in a little gray house on the corner of Loma Vista and Navarro at 405 Loma Vista. And so we're happy to help people adopt a duck, pick out seats for the season, pick out single ticket seats.
Because you can do that. You can come in and get your season pass, and that gets you those
all
chairs
5 concerts for the whole year. And we
Outstanding.
have a great season lined up. We've got Texas Country Reporter coming in October to do narration about Texas history. We've got the lead singer from Chicago for 40 years. His name is Jason Sheff, coming in January. We're doing Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin. I mean, really, it's a really rocking symphony season.
Solid. No, it just sounds amazing. They were well done. And so, VictoriaSymphony.com, VictoriaDuckSafari.com, the Facebook pages. What am I forgetting to tell them about all this awesome stuff? Anything?
Get your tickets soon.
Yes.
This concert is selling like hotcakes. I think the floor center's almost sold out, the front rows upstairs. So don't wait, get your tickets. And then the tickets for Chicago go on sale November 1st, but if you get season tickets, you get them all now.
There you go.
And then come out to the Duck Safari event. It's open to the public. Our nonprofits and our sponsors will be there. We have very generous supporters in our community. We must, for being here for 49 years.
Absolutely.
And so come out, have a cocktail or not, you know, and just celebrate the kickoff of the Duck Safari season and the Symphony's 49th year.
Outstanding. Yes, ma'am. And guys, fellas, trust me on this one. Go buy you some tickets. Take your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it is. Not wife and girlfriend, one or the other. But take them to the music of John Williams. Surprise her with these tickets. Do this. You will come out looking like a big old stud. She will be very happy, and you will actually have fun too. I swear, it's a good time. Trust me on this one. If Mr. Uncultured Caleb can go and have so much fun at these things, I'm sure everybody can. And so, thank you again for everything, and you were just awesome. I hope these are a huge hit. I know they will be. Anything I'm forgetting that I need to tell them?
Nope, I think we're good for now.
Good deal. Well, thank you again so much. Guys, make sure you check all this stuff out. Fellas, trust me on this one. If you wanted to sneak in and get your feet wet, this is the show to do it on.
Great date night.
Yeah, it really is.
Great
Like
date night.
you're going to come out the hero of this, and you might even have your own theme song when it's over. All right, we will take one last break for our final guest, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we are back with our final guest. You know her, you've seen her, but she's got some really exciting news to go around. And so I'm just going to shut up for once. Tell them for the ones that haven't seen you who you are and what you are here for this time.
For once?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
This is a good one.
Folks, we are so excited. Andrea Caning, we have just recently opened Legacy Goods Christian Retailer, 5803 Suite C, John Stockbauer. So it's actually in the Victoria Square, which is on the corner of the Loop. I call it the Loop 463 Access Road in John Stockbauer.
Works
That
for
light
me.
right there. Sweet fountains, and like I can literally walk to their back door from my front door, so it's fantastic. But y'all cannot miss the big signs that says Legacy Goods Christian Retailer. You'll know when you drive in, you'll see it and you'll know where we are. We are closed today, Monday, but we are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6. Saturdays, we said 10 to 3, but if I'm still there and folks want to come in, y'all come on in. We are so excited to be bringing Christian retail store back to Victoria.
Well, we're glad to have you there. I got the sheer delight of getting to walk in there and see the store the other day. It's right there in a cool little row. It's your store, then Warriors Weekend, and then the Holy Grail Jiu-Jitsu. So they can come in there and get their Christian stuff, and then support the troops, and then go train some Jiu-Jitsu all in one. It's not too bad. But
love it.
I was blown away by how much stuff you guys had in there, and a good variety.
Everyone asks because then when they walk in, they're like, oh my gosh, are you still doing trade days? And I'm like, yes, we're still doing trade days, but I'm not going to be taking everything, because getting everything out of my cargo trailer and loading it in the store, and I'm like, no, let's just keep most of it in the store. So it's fantastic. We have stuff from every age, every size. We've had, and we are getting more products and more products in. So it's a process, and we're enjoying every minute of it. We're enjoying seeing folks come in and seeing what we now have and letting them know what we're going to be continuing to get. But so I'll just start right off with the babies.
Yeah, show me. Let's talk.
Look, we have these really cute. We have T-shirts for the babies starting at 6 months. So 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. And then they go into the kid sizes, 3T, 4T, 5T, small, medium, large. Aren't these just adorable? Just saying. And you know what? We also have for them, we have Bibles. We have devotion books. We have family books. We have these wonderful beginner's Bibles that comes with a case. Love it. I know. Isn't this great?
Yeah, I like
I'm like, it's very bright.
Yes.
I love it. Beginner's Bible. We'll be getting the Adventure Bible in. There's a new one, also the Action Bible, which is great for this former reading teacher, for those kids that are not reading, but they like the action. It's kind of on a comic base. It's really awesome. And then we're trying to convert from Elf on the Shelf to Shepherd on the Search, which is fantastic. We're so excited to get these in. There's like a floor puzzle and a game and activity books. And then we'll also have the actual Shepherd. He's kind of just hanging out. He'll be here soon.
Okay.
Maybe
all right.
in the next couple of weeks
Understood.
he'll be here. His friend, so we can all go on the search. We have Bibles. We are getting more Bibles in. We want this store to be a place for the community to come if you're searching and you have a need and you don't know where to go, and you can just pick up all the different versions of the Bible, sit down, read them, find the one that you connect with. And that's what we have. Bible covers. We have trinkware. We have little knickknacks. We have for your pets. We have faithware for your pets. We have our guides.
Some of my dogs need Jesus. I'm telling you. I've got
That
a
is
few that
true.
need Jesus.
That is true.
Actually, my dogs are probably the best
so
behaved things
fun.
in my house. I need Jesus. They're better than me.
And it's just, we also have our Holdfast line through Caruso is Faith, Family, and Freedom. It's all about our patriotism, and we love these designs that focus on our patriotism. Guys, we have prayer journals. We have, shirts, caps, faith gear, bracelets, necklaces. We have rings. And I have to show you some of these. So this is one of the men's Armor of God ring, which is just fantastic. And if you are a fidgeter,
I'm a fidgeter.
okay, put
Can you
this
tell?
one on. Just put it on your pinky.
Uh-huh.
And then
And a little spinner.
It spins.
So my wedding ring is a spinner too. I'm 12 years old.
So we have those actually in men's
This is pretty
and
cool.
women's. There's a women fidget spinner also. It's Women of God. And there's we have rings, we have bracelets. All of these are Spirit and Truth wear, and they're stainless steel. And they're fantastic.
This is pretty
Isn't it
sweet
great?
right here.
I know, they're
Yeah.
beautiful. And so we have necklaces. We have actually brought one, and it's cool. So this is the crucified cross.
Yeah.
And just beautiful artwork. The method designers, they're just great guys. And so we have
That is really nice.
jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, rings for men and women, and we just have such a variety. And we have more books and devotions coming in. We have more for babies, where people that are wanting to come in for baby showers and wedding showers, and we will find something for you. We'll help you find something. We'll hope to get some more in.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is you guys are just rolling this out, so there'll be an
Yes.
adjustment period
Exactly.
where you
And-
adjust your market, see what works and what doesn't, and we need more of that, less of this. And
We are so excited. Pastor Manny came in, and some of his parishioners, and they are searching for items that are printed in Spanish. So we hopefully will be getting some orders in for some Spanish printed Bibles and devotions and products to help them out. And so we're excited to partner with other churches that have called in and said, hey, is there any way you can order these products for us? I'm like, absolutely. Let us talk to our vendors and see what we can get for you. So working with local churches also, if there's something that they're in need of, communion items, candles for your baptism certificates that you can't find, we will do, whatever we can to find some vendors that have those products and bring them in. And so we are just excited to be, that God literally called us, said, hey, you need to open, and I'm thrilled to bring these products to our community.
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
about time.
Well, I agree, and in summary, my dad, right before he left to go back home, he was trying to buy a Bible for a friend of his. It was just before you guys opened, and he came home and he was just so frustrated. He's like, I couldn't find a Bible, and then a week later you guys
You're like,
opened, and it's
"Hey,
like,
we're
dang
here."
it, and so we'll have to come over there and
That's
get that
okay.
for him. But no, thank you guys for filling a need in the community
you're
that was
welcome.
there, and again, I
kinds
can
of fun
attest to the
stuff.
fact that I've walked in there and I was blown away. Like there was,
Well, thank you.
You guys, the hard work was evident,
Oh.
and everybody just had
in.
huge smiles on their face, and I'm excited for you all.
We're just excited to bring a need to the community. This community, people are searching for this, and like at trade days every month, when people are like, "Hey, do you think you can find this for me?" or that's not even related to the products that I have, and I'm like, "Absolutely, let me see what I can do." And it just kind of went from there, and literally listening to God and telling me, we need to open a storefront. Our community is in need, and hopefully we will have a whole wall of Bibles for folks and devotions and books, and we'll have a little sitting area. People can just come in and have a little quiet time if they need
awesome.
it, and we're excited.
That's
excited
awesome.
to be bringing.
What is the Facebook page one more time?
Legacy Goods Christian Retailer, and I think if you just search Legacy Goods, it might be Legacy Goods 361.
Okay.
The little tag name that's on there for Facebook. I know, you're like, okay,
I
can we
know, I'm
learn
still
some more
learning
about
it. Yeah, I'm
social
trying.
media? It
It's
just
so
changes
hard.
all
Yes,
the time.
all the time, all
and
the time.
so, but just look for Legacy Goods Christian Retailer. We're located in Victoria Square, which is 5803 John Stockbauer. You can get to it off of John Stockbauer. You can get to it off of the Loop access, and you can also get to it off of Deary Road.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So 3 accesses to Victoria Square. We're in Suite C. Can't miss the big banners, folks. Legacy Goods Christian Retailer. If you need to call us, 361-894-4087. Looking for something, just give us a holler and we'll see what we can do to help y'all.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations
welcome.
again.
Thank
Very
you.
excited for you
Thank
all.
you.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Make sure you support our sponsors. Go check out all these great events. There's a ton of stuff happening in town, but they need our support. So, guys, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.